would like you all to picture something for me. Imagine every single day you get up, and when you go out to your car to start it to go to work, there's a man that comes over and just plants his naked ass right on your windshield. He does this every single day. He's not really impeding you, he's more of just a nuisance, and you can get rid of him fairly easily, but you grow so tired of having this man walk over and plant his ass directly on your windshield that you finally get tired of it and call the cops. The cops come and they arrest ass windshield man, and they drag him away, and you think to yourself, finally, I am done dealing with ass windshield man. And then the next morning you go out, you start your car, and another naked guy comes over and slaps his dick on your windshield. This is slightly worse than ass man, and now you are in the same situation that you were before. This is exactly how I feel about the clown changes. So ever since the Walking Dead patch, the clown has gotten massive buffs to his yellow bottles, and the gameplay of the clown has basically shifted its stance from spamming purple bottles to spamming yellow bottles. This is a problem that has kind of been growing, and honestly it's been with the clown since I started playing a few years ago, and it's something that just has really never changed. I even did an entire analysis on the clown, and I said in that analysis that one of the biggest problems with the clown is, even though there was a lot that you can do per the Aranad guide, most clown players just picked whichever bottle was the strongest and started spamming them. And up until recently, that was the purple bottles. Side note, why do you guys keep calling it pink? That cloud is very obviously purple. I cannot be the one that's colorblind here. I refuse to accept that answer. In any case, the point is that you used to be able to just spam purple bottles, and that was how you played the clown. You could throw in a little yellow here and there, but you really didn't. Now, the entire thing has just flipped and shifted to the side. Now, you spam the yellow bottles, and maybe you throw a purple in there here and there, but mostly you just spam the more powerful of the bottle. And when this change came to the live game, a bunch of content creators and a bunch of people, even ones that I pretend to respect from time to time, have gone on record as saying that the clown is too powerful, that he is overwhelming, and that he's not healthy for the game. And I just don't see what you're all talking about. Listen, I'm not trying to defend the new clown. I will admit that he is very frustrating to play against, and after playing him all day yesterday, I do also agree that he is a little bit more powerful than he used to be. My solution to the clown problem has always been to split his bottles into two separate stacks. He has 6 bottles, but 3 of them are yellow and 3 of them are purple. If you do this, it forces clown players to actually think about what they're doing, and they can't just spam bottles left and right unless they want to lose every game. But so many people were so adamant about how much more powerful this version of clown was, including people in my own chat, that I decided to just test it for myself. I played roughly 7 to 10 games with the new clown. I did a couple of games where I used his best add-ons, I did a couple of games where I didn't use those add-ons, and I kept my build the same build that it's always been, that I've always used on clown, which is Sloppy Butcher, Surge, Save the Best for Last, and Rapid Brutality. And I'm not going to lie to you, the chase on clown feels more fluent. I'm going to straight up admit to you that the chase on clown does feel more straightforward if you're only using yellow bottles. And that's another thing, by the way, I only used yellow bottles because that was what people were telling me that you only had to do. Clown's brainlessness has always been pick the better color and spam that. And so I did. And I want it to be wrong. I really did, guys. I know that a lot of people like to think that I'm a know-it-all that can't ever admit their faults and that I can't ever admit when I'm wrong, but I can admit when I'm wrong. I've done it several times in the past. I have done several videos updating and saying, hey guys, I was actually wrong about this and I'm sorry. But unfortunately here, I don't know that I could do that. I tried to see where people were coming from. I tried to see that clown was this massive big problem but at the end of the day, he still has the same weaknesses he always did. He still has the pre-drop, pre-run weakness. He still doesn't do well on large maps. He still doesn't do well on long loops. He still doesn't do well when there's 40 million pallets all over the place. The Clown hasn't really changed that much. The way people were talking, they were putting Clown in the mid, high B tier. Some people were even saying he was A tier, but realistically, no, he's maybe gone up in the C tier, I guess, but realistically speaking, he hasn't increased in power that much. Is he unfun to play against? Sure, but he's always been unfun to play against because he's a one-trick pony that doesn't do anything, and what he does do, he doesn't do that well. Clown has always been a 1v1 killer. He is oppressive in the chase, but that's it. He's got no map presence. He's got no control. He has no ability to efficiently do the 1v4. The Clown is not that strong, and I just don't see what people are seeing. Before, Clown players would spam purple bottles, slow you to a crawl, and get free hits. Now, Clowns spam yellow bottles, speed themselves up, and get free hits. But if you know what you're doing, or if your team is even the slightest bit coordinated, then you can win. I actually saw quite a few times where it wasn't me outplaying, or it wasn't the Clown's power level that got me a down. It was survivors making mistakes, survivors doing bad pathing, survivors spamming fog vials for some fucking reason. The Clown is still in a situation where it is not the Clown player specifically, but whether how many mistakes survivors can make. Again, guys, I am trying to see what you guys see. And I will, like I said, I will admit, in the chase, the Clown does feel very strong and very fluent, but that's just the chase. It's just the chase. The Clown doesn't down you fast enough for his chase to be as oppressive as Blight or Kaneki or Nurse, right? And he also doesn't get his hits fast enough to be as oppressive as those three. So he's definitely not in the S tier. And in order to be in the A tier, you have to have something else besides chase. You have to have the ability to patrol generators. And no matter how much percentage speed you put on those yellow bots, I'm not going to say no matter how much, because like if they put like 35%, it'd be ridiculous. But the thing is that the yellow bottles do not last long enough for the invigoration, nor are they fast enough in order to be called map traversal. In fact, I feel like if you're using more than one yellow bottle to get from point A to point B, you're actually wasting more time because you're going to have to reload by the time you get to the survivor. And if you end up on a big map or a multi-floor map or any indoor map or a map with 47 fucking pallets that are packed it together in 3 square feet, then you're gonna have a bad time, just like you always do, because the Clown at the end of the day is just an M1 killer. At the end of the day, he still has the same weaknesses. Is the playing against him a little bit more frustrating? Sure, and we can have a conversation about that all day long, but at the end of the day, the Clown is not as strong as people say he is, and I'm just tired of pretending like he is. But I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comments down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. You want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.